Hey guys, the name is Jasper, and welcome back to, the same video. This is part 2 of episode 58, and basically, we are on the analysis part of this episode. So let's just start from here. Oh, hindi yan. Hindi rin yan. Here we go. All right, let's analyze this one. It finally happened, you guys. It finally happened. Basically, after ng pag-amin ni Fidel, ni Lolo Fidel kay Clay, I bet sa scene na 'to madaming mga naghihiyawang mga Clydel fans. Suddenly, yung isang tahimik na mundo ay biglang napuno ng mga hiyawan, kilig, at ang planetang Earth na kulay asul ay naging pula dahil sa kilig. I freaking love this scene. Such Such an amazing scene. It felt like na itong scene na to doesn't belong to a No Limitang na show. It felt more of like some um it felt like a GMA show. Maybe pamagat nito, I fell in love with an 1800s Filipino boy and stuff like that. Kung saan ang isang present character na si Clay ay napunta sa past at na-inlove siya sa isang 1800 boy. And here, ito na yung story na to. And wow, it felt like a K-drama from Jan and Julius, from the cinematography on how the fact na yung camera ay umiikot and stuff like that. Pero akala ko this scene will end in a bad way kasi nagkaaway sila sa umpisa. Pero the fact na yung mga negative stuff about kay Clay ayon sa mga ayon sa sinabi ni Fidel, ito yung mga bagay na nagpa-in love mismo sa kanya. And I simply find this really cute. Clearly, on his face, he is very conflicted too. He was put into this situation. I mean, he didn't prepare. He didn't prepare for this. He didn't prepare to confess, 'di ba? Parang nabigla na lang siya. Kasi ayaw niyang lumayo si Clay sa kanya. So, wow, I'm simply happy seeing this in general. Yung away nila, yung typical na away nila ay napunta na sa acknowledgement na, hey, Fidel is into her. 'Di ba? And wow, I'm just wondering how they are going to approach this. It felt like sabangan mismo. I think Fidel is going to write a love letter. And the fact na kinonfront pa niya mismo si Ibarra, yung kanyang amigo, just to make sure na walang gusto yung kanyang amigo kay Clay mismo. And then, I think it was a good move for him, diba? Kasi they are friends, at least he needs to be straightforward and he needs to be really clear about his intentions, about Fidel's intentions pagdating kay Clay. So, wow. Kaya nasabi ko kahapon, there's a huge chance na baka maging wingman si Ibarra. Isipin niyo yun, si Ibarra magiging wingman para sa dalawa na to. And I wouldn't be surprised um, if Ibarra will return the favor at sasamahan ni Ibarra mismo si Fidel para bigyan ng isang karana si Clay someday in a future episode. I'm pretty sure that it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that it's going to happen. And wow, my experience ni Clay, yung mga paniligaw during ang early ways of Filipino ways of panliligaw during the early times, 'di ba? So I'm just really happy to see that. It's funny kasi Fidel actually stayed on character. Tinanong, anong meaning ng narcissist? Narcissist is excessive in terms of themselves. Yeah. Um, Fidel is clearly a narcissist kung saan mataas yung tingin niya sa kanyang sarili and stuff like that. And thinking na, any girls can fall in love with him. And he actually stayed on character na in a way na para medyo nabastos si Clay. Pero, hey, Fidel said all of that with good intentions. Basically, what Clay was trying to send the message is that, hey, isa akong langit and the fact na ako'y nahulog sa lupa, nahulog sa'yo, then that's saying a lot, 'di ba? So, the lines that they shared here, perfect, simply perfect. I couldn't think of a better way on how the writers can handle this one, but I'm pretty sure the writers had a lot of fun writing this scene right here and seeing it in person just like this. Wow, it is such a treat. And I'm just happy that we are going to see we are going to see more of this. Makikita na natin kung paano nililigawan mismo ni Fidel si Clay and how Clay is going to handle that kind of idea from the fact na lagi sila nag-aaway to the fact na Fidel is trying to win her heart. So I got nothing else to say about this scene, but I am really happy to see it. They are really cute, and this is simply amazing. Um, God, I just hate seeing both of them. Um, what else can we talk about in this scene right here other than Padre Salvi's worried? And I'm just thinking that he's worried not for the sake of Manay Clara, pero ayaw ni Padre Salvi na may kaagaw siya, di ba? Parang tapos na yung mga maliligayang araw ni Padre Salvi kasi, you know, now he can't be in a situation where he can be alone with Maria Clara. Kasi I mean, we now have the Linares character para, to win Maria Clara's heart. And I think what the writers did here is very smart. At pinakita natin sa mismong episode na to kung kailan nila inintroduce si Linares. Pinakita sa atin na masama ang intention. Clearly, ni Linares para dito. With the fact na papakasalan lang niya si Maria Clara para lang sa mga businesses na iiwan ni Kapitan Tiago sa kanilang dalawa. And I think with that kind of context, I think we can all agree na Linares is one of the new characters that all of us really hate right now. Just look at his face. Um just look at his smug face right here. Super smug. And actually nasa part na ako ng audiobook kung saan nakilala na ni Padre Damaso si Linares. It was different though. Kakaiba sa nobela pagdating sa show na to kasi ang nangyari sa pagkakaalam ko ay nasa bahay sina Padre Damaso at Padre Salvi sa bahay nila Kapitan Tiago and Maria Clara. Si Linares mismo ay nagpakita sa bahay ni Kapitan Tiago at nagpakilala si Linares mag-isa kay Padre Damaso. This is after, I believe, maiyak-iyak si Padre Damaso sa sitwasyon ni Maria Clara. So it was just a few minutes after that scene nang umiyak si Padre Damaso. Nawala yung iyak ni Padre Damaso kasi na-realize ni Padre Damaso na ito nga si Linares ay kanyang isa yata sa kanyang inaanak, I believe. Parang ganun yata. At the last time that he saw Linares was when he was still a child. Sa pagkakaintindi ko. Now, it felt like they made a change here na Linares is not connected to Padre Salvi at all. 'Di ba parang yun na naramdaman ko, eh, kaya pala yung letter na ina-assume natin na galing kay Linares, parang hindi yata galing kay Linares yun, truly. Kasi tama ba? Hindi yan pinakilala, eh. So, hindi kilala ni Padre Damaso si Linares. So, in this story right here, hindi connected si Linares kay Padre Damaso mismo. Correct me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. Pero that is the vibe that I'm getting here. Which is, I think, which is a good move from a story standpoint para at least si Linares as a character, he will not he will not have this human connection with Padre Damaso. Parang para hindi siya ma-feel guilty na liligawan na napapagkasalan niya si Maria Clara para lang sa business part of things, 'di ba? Kasi if ever na connected nga tong dalawa na 'to, si Damaso pati si Linares, then he will feel guilty na papakasalan niya yung kanyang inaanak para lang sa business stuff, 'di ba? Pero since they are basically strangers, then Linares can basically do whatever he wanted to do ayon kina Don Tiburcio pati Doña Victorina. Kasi nga, Padre Damaso is nothing to him and vice versa. So I think that was an interesting change that they did. Hopefully it will be executed well and we'll see what will happen next in the next coming episodes. Now for this one right here, clearly this is just an assurance scene just to show kung ano pa rin kung nasaang side pa rin si Kapitan Tiago, and clearly Kapitan Tiago is on the side na no, isa pa rin akong tuta ni Padre Damaso, kaya layuan mo na ang aking anak. Nandun pa rin siya sa side na yon. And I got nothing else to say about this specific scene right here, pero it's basically just assurance, just in case na yung mga audience ay ma-confused. Pero man, I just hope na hopefully the next time they'll meet, they are now in better terms. Pero hey, we'll see in the next episodes, diba? Okay, let's move on from the Linares character. This was interesting here. We are getting a lot more of the human side of Crisostomo Ibarra, to the fact na nakita na natin siyang nagdadasal na. And usually when it comes to storytelling, whenever someone is praying, it's just a sign that the character is still at their lowest point. And even though he got some great news from Your Excellence, na si Your Excellence mismo ay he is in agreement with Crisostomo Ibarra's goal for San Diego, it still doesn't remove the wound that Padre Damaso gave to Ibarra, 'di ba? I think what this scene is trying to tell us na ay not only he is still at his lowest point, pero even though na ganun na yung kanyang sitwasyon, he is still very somewhat hopeful of the future. Even though he doesn't believe in the church anymore, at least he believes in the God that the church sees. Naniniwala pa rin siya sa Diyos, sa Panginoon. And now, humingi na lang siya mismo ng tulong sa Diyos mismo. Kasi he knows na the fact na even yung simbahan na i-against sa kanya, then that's just simply a big thing. And from what we are seeing so far, pagdating sa mga dasal-dasal scenes, the last time that we saw this was with probably yung kung saan naging effective ay yung pagdasal mismo ni Clyde, 'di ba? Kasi whenever Clyde is praying, lagi nasasagot ang kanyang mga tanong. The first time we saw it is that nagdasal si Clyde, kailangan niya yata ng comfort, something like that, at nagpakita si Maria Clara. The second time that she prayed, may lumabas na papel, and then nakita niya si Professor, and, you know, I think the Professor helped her um, with an with an with a question that she's been asking. And in this case, I think sa Abangan, nasagot yata yung kanyang dasal through that letter from the Archbishop, and that letter might be the letter that he's been hoping for, kung saan na hindi na siya excommunicado, and so that he can come back to Maria Clara's arms. So, at least in this world, in this story, once you prayed, at least God will give you an answer. And most of the time, puro positive yung answers na yun. But we'll see in the coming episodes. Pero again, another human element from Ibarra na nakita natin na, he is at his lowest point. So nagdasal siya. So it is a very human thing to do. Um, Again, Padre Salvi trying to encourage Padre Damaso na they need to be careful about the Linares character. And I can't believe I'm saying this, pero I am with Padre Salvi's side. Kasi he is completely correct about that, given na may context na tayo na masama ang intention ni, ni Linares. Pati yung kanyang dalawang tito-tita yata, diba? But at the same time, Padre Salvi is doing this. He is saying stuff like this kasi he also wants Maria Clara all for himself. So basically, you're just going to. Oh man, you know what? I'm taking that back. No, I'm not with Padre Salvi's side. Kasi if you're going to choose the lesser of two evils, I think Linares is less evil pagdating sa mga intentions ni Padre Salvi. Kasi Padre Salvi's intentions is way, way out of border na. To the fact na, like that's... Padre Salvi is disgusting. So, man, if I'm going to choose between the two of them, no one. But if I'm going to choose with the context na alam ko, I'm going to choose Linares for the meantime muna. Kasi Padre Salvi is icky. So there's that. I like this scene. It was a nice moment. It's just a good way just to see two minor characters just talk to each other. And the fact na kinocomfort in some way, binibigyan ng advice ni Victoria si Fidel. And yeah, I think Fidel needed this kind of talk, at least from someone outside of the love triangle, diba? Kasi who else Fidel's going to talk to, knowing na baka nga si Ibarra ay may gusto kay Clyde, diba? So him talking to Victoria is probably the closest person that he knows na where he can talk about love stuff, diba? And stuff like that. Basically, this episode is all about love. We got the occurring love themes between Clydel. We got the occurring lust themes coming from Padre Salvi, and then seeing love from a business standpoint pagdating kay Linares, diba? And at the same time, the one true love theme that is occurring between Maria Clara pati Ibarra mismo. And Ibarra trying to do everything that he can just to be with Maria Clara again. So basically, this This episode is all about love. And now for this one, I think nothing big happened here. Sabi ko na to sa previous video, pero I'm just going to say it, just a minor spoiler. I think ang mangyayari dito ay papalayasin lang ni Ibarra itong lalaking to, yung kapatid ni Taong Dilaw. Papalayasan lang ni Ibarra yan. Tapos, itong si Lucas pa pangalan, itong si Lucas ay babalik na naman kay Padre Salvi, hingi ng tulong, tapos sasabihin ni Padre Salvi, hindi, bumalik ka kay Ibarra, siya yung tutulong sa'yo, at bibigyan siya ng 500 peso, something like that, sa kung naalala ko. And from his perspective, 500 peso isn't enough. And after that, di ko na alam kung ano nangyari. Maybe he would take revenge and something like that. Who knows? Di ko na matandaan. Pero anyways, that's my analysis to this episode. What do you guys think? And yeah, it was a pretty good episode. It's an episode about love and stuff. And yeah, see you guys around on the next episode. Goodbye and take care.